Good morning. We're going to demo remote access to the Icom rigs via two different types of software. On the left is a clumpy arrangement. I'm running Windows on top of Linux on that laptop, so it's not entirely a smooth performance, but it's to demonstrate the genuine Icom software RSBA1. Many of its features are replicated remotely, but it doesn't provide a waterfall scope feature remotely. So what we're doing here is Wi-Fi to the 5G router, and then via cloud to a VPN service in London, which is then providing a tunneled service to my server at home and to my rigs there. So on the left, the Icom software retails £200 and something, but you do get a remote rotary encoder for a nice dial effect, a bit like this one, but a bit fancier. The rig on the screen on the left is my 9700 VHF UHF, and we're currently receiving something on 2 meter calling frequency. It's a very nice looking interface. It replicates, I think, all of the important features of the rig, but as I say, the missing thing is the scope, which is only available if you're physically in the same room as the rig and directly wired to it via either an Ethernet cable or a USB cable. It doesn't work over wireless, which would be a shame, especially paying so much money. The one on the right, I threw together a Windows system this morning to put on a program that I've been playing with for a few days called M0FVD. It's a freebie program, it's open source. I've spoken to the developer of it, and he's happy for the club to use it for free because it's under the GNU open source license. It replicates all the important features of the rig. In the case of the demonstration on the right, I'm connected via a bit more of a complicated route to my 7300, which isn't a smoother display, but it does provide a scope feature, a waterfall feature. It's got a few nice other features built into it. It supports a number of different rotary encoders. The one I've got here, I got for about 20 quid off eBay. It's called a Contour Express, and it's designed for multimedia editing applications. As I say, it's free software and a 20 odd quid encoder, and you've pretty much replicated what Icom are charging 230 quid for. Plus you've got the bonus of the waterfall feature. So click on something and it tunes to that frequency. You can tinker around with various settings with it. I'm running the two over the same internet connection at home, so again it's not optimal, but it demonstrates it's workable. What else can I tell you about it? The software that if you were to use it on a little, you can see it's not a fancy interface, but it's a functional one. You can also manually enter a frequency like that. A feature that I think would be useful to the club is if we have an external server, rather than using the inbuilt server of the 7610. Even if we just set up a simple little box like a Raspberry Pi and run WFView as a server, we can have, it appears, unlimited numbers of user IDs and passwords.
Right.
So we can set it up as call sign, password, and enable and disable them as we need to. Even remotely, that can be done, because it just goes into a text file. So someone could just log in, remove or add, and
could you set it up as like an administrator?
Yes.
So the administrator can control it.
That's right, yeah. Whereas the Icom software that's built into the 7610 only recognises 2 user IDs and password combinations. So you would have to have one that would be your administrator and one that will be shared amongst everyone. The other thing I've noticed is if someone's logged in, it prevents another one coming along by reporting that the device is busy. It just times out in the end and says it's busy. So you're relying on people's honesty and goodwill using the system. I think that's pretty
much it. With that system though, the free system, can other people log on? I take it if somebody else tries to log on, then they'll be told that it will be in use.
I don't think you can log on and operate. I need to investigate that a bit further. I don't think it allows you to log on and operate.
What's the possibility you can log on and see what's happening?
You can log on and see what's happening, yes.
But you can't operate?
Yes. I think it only allows one operation at a time.
Yeah.
With the Icom software, it just stops you from getting in. Yeah.
Yeah. That's. I mean, for a freebie, in actual fact, to me, it's got more going for it than what the Icom has.
I think so. I think it's.
And not only that, with having that waterfall on, you can actually just go along, click on it, it's tuned in, and you're there. With the Icom one, you've got to start flicking around tuning.
Yeah. You tuning in blind as normal, whereas with the Icom, the other feature, I don't know why it's not showing up at the moment, but you've got DX cluster built in. So
you can show DX cluster with it. By the way, you've got a DX cluster there, haven't you?
I've got it built in and enabled. It's not showing me anything at the moment, but on a good day when it's working, it will show you in red call signs across the waterfall. Click on it and it tunes to that station. Yeah, you might need to fine tune, but it puts you in the vicinity of.
Well, that's the main thing. At least you're in the vicinity of that station. While you're there doing that, just fine tune it. And if you've got the remote control there, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, like I say, you can see it on there.
Yeah.
And you've also got a faster feature with the jog wheel. You can pre-program the keys to do various things. I haven't done yet, but what I would do is program them for mode change and things like that.
To me, although it's free, it's a lot better than what the actual genuine Icom is.
It's closer to a finished solution, isn't it?
It is. I mean, all right, the Icom one shows the actual frontage of the rig and the buttons and everything. But having said that, once you've set it up, half the buttons you won't be using anyway.
Yeah, it's a more decorative solution.
It is.
But it's less functional, I think.
That's more workable to me.
Yeah, I think so.
That's more workable.
And again, it's a poor demonstration because this is an old 32-bit laptop and we're using wireless hub for the connection. So if you've got a wide connection and you've got a decent speed machine, the waterfall looks a lot nicer and smoother, and it comes together better. Also, my 7300 is going through the extra step of the Raspberry Pi as a server because it doesn't have the functionality built in that the 7610 does. I was trying to get the 9700 to demonstrate the smoother waterfall which it is capable of remotely in this situation. It's playing up at the moment for some reason, but I would hope to get that demonstrated this morning so that you can see the software is capable of a better display.
You never know, it might get around there, might get to it. But it's a lot. I think that free software is a lot simpler than that.
So even that, I mean, that's as long as you know the signal's there, that's the main thing about waterfall.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if the bandwidth drops for whatever reason, you can still have something.
A lot of noise. I've got
easier interface as well than the RSP does quite a lot of, tries to do a lot of stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just become a bit too complicated. I quite like that.
Yeah, and you can adjust the visual effects of the waterfall to
sensitivity and stuff like that.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, to me, that is more functional than all that.
Yeah, I think some people who want to fiddle and set everything and
But like I said,
but
the thing is, I mean, it's once you've got most of the settings set, you're not going to be changing them that much.
Well, you can control filters.
And not only that, with this, you've got to tune around to find a station.
Yeah.
Unless you've got another computer in a waterfall.
I'm just wondering. Filters, you can play with modes, you can play with meters.
Miko,
Yeah.
are they going to update that with the waterfall?
No,
no,
it's not supported because of the bandwidth issue. If you click on scope, it tells you. You have to be physically connected to the machine.
Got to be wired connection only. Because of the bandwidth.
Is a major failing.
Yeah, that is. I mean, just from the bandwidth, if you wanted to make it more pixelated like that, well, that's your choice.
But considering software knows that it's capable of fibre to the home service, which is what I originally set it up, I could not make it, could not bypass that restriction.
You can't fool it into thinking that it's actually plugged into a LAN.
No. Not unless you did something at a clever programming level to encapsulate the data and present it to it as if it was a USB. You know, you'd have to package the data as USB to Wi-Fi somehow.
Yeah.
If you see what I mean.
Right. Okay.
Because it has to be seen it coming in as a COM port, and it's emulating a COM port. Also, I think they don't like about it is you've got two levels of program. You've got the remote facility that connects to the over the internet and provides the stream to the graphic. Okay, let's close it. But you've got the remote utility connects over the internet and provides the stream to the graphic interface. So it's a two-part solution, and I don't like it for that reason because it's an added complication for users.
Freebies a lot simpler to use than that. I think it's a lot more practical. A lot more practical.
And then it
cheats like that.
free software. I think the list price of these is about 75 quid, but there's plenty second hand, and there's more than that one that's supported.
As opposed to Heath Robinson.
There's a list of about 8 different multimedia controllers that the author has built into the software.
With the Icom, do you have to use their official?
It only works with their official one, but
and how much that costs? Probably 100.
Well, the software comes with the official one, which is about 230 quid.
The RSP one, is it something like that?
RS28, the controller unit, and the RSPA one software.
Yeah.
And we could probably make
you can get the RSPA one without the controller.
Well, I found someone's got a project on GitHub which is an Arduino board modified with the USB port modified, not physically modified but just the software modified, and it presents itself as an Icom device to your laptop, and then you can use a cheap rotary encoder and 3 push buttons and 3 LEDs. That's the only components needed. I think there's 1 resistor needed, and it'd be an interesting one-night project to put together. But it's supposed to be plug and play compatible with the RSPA1 software. I think even despite that, you've lost the waterfall.
We've heard that before about it's plug and play.
Yeah, I know. I've got the bits. I've just run out of time this week to build it.
I mean,